Hey, it's your boy Tony Amore of Urban Crimes TV, and I'm back with another video. But before we get started, can you please take a quick second to hit that subscribe button and turn on your notification bell so that I'm able to bring you the latest information concerning crimes that plague urban communities across America. Now let's get started. 33-year-old Destiney Jasmine Carey Cannon, a Little Rock, Arkansas native, was a loving mother of 6 beautiful children, a registered nurse, and the owner of High Sedity Boutique. Destiney was described by her family as being one of the most determined, hardworking, and caring people you could ever meet. But tragically, on the afternoon of April the 7th, 2022, at around 12:30 p.m., the Caparis Cove Police Department received a 911 call from someone in the 1000 block of Hobby Road, but the caller hung up. Now, according to the Caparis Cove Police Department, when that type of situation happens, it's standard protocol for officers to respond to the scene of the call just to ensure that there is no one there in duress. But that wasn't the case here. In an arrest affidavit, officers said when they arrived on the scene and attempted to make contact by knocking on the door, the officer heard a male voice telling him to wait. As officers reportedly continued to knock on the door, they proceeded to kick the door open when they heard screaming coming from inside the residence. The officers said that they heard several gunshots coming from inside the home as they were making entry. That's when they observed Destiney lying on the floor near the front door, not moving, and saw 37-year-old Kevin Frazier, her alleged ex-husband, lying on the floor in the living room. They immediately placed him in handcuffs and then attempted life-saving measures on Destiney until paramedics arrived. Sadly, she would die from her injuries. Frazier was later escorted out of the residence, and police noticed that he also had a gunshot wound to his torso area. He was then transported to the Carl R. Darnell Army Medical Center at Fort Hood Army Base, where he was treated before taken into custody. Kevin Frazier, a U.S. Army veteran of 11 years who served in the Army from July 2004 to April 2016, was reportedly interviewed by Caparis Cove police detectives a few times, and they concluded that the description of the events was labeled as inconsistent. They went on to say that the young lady is dead and Frazier will probably spend the rest of his life in jail. It's just a sad situation all around.
Well, yeah, I'm outside of High Sedity Boutique. It's owned by Destiney Carey, the woman who was shot in Caparis Cove yesterday. I spoke to her family and other small business owners who say she's going to be missed. This is the home on the 100 block of Hobby Road where Caparis Cove police say Carey lost her life. On Thursday, police responded to a 911 hang-up call and discovered Carey dead in the home. They also found 37-year-old Kevin Frazier with a gunshot wound. I spoke to Carey's daughter today, who was too heartbroken for an on-camera interview. But she did tell me, quote, "My mom was a hard-working woman who took care of all 6 of us. She was a nurse and she had 2 businesses in Killeen and was getting ready to set up a 3rd location in Dallas. My mom always wanted to be happy," end quote. She went on to say, quote, "She was always a fun person to be around. Her laugh just lit up the room. She was everything. She always wanted to help others out with their kids, their businesses, and much more. She was always welcoming." Carey was a small business owner. Her clothing and shoe boutique called High Sedity Boutique is located on West Veterans Memorial Boulevard. According to Caparis Cove police, Frazier is still in the hospital as a result of that gunshot wound. Carey's daughter tells me that Frazier is Carey's husband.
In an emotional statement made by Destiney's daughter, 18-year-old Destiney Cannon, she described her mother as a joy to be around. "My mother just always wanted to be happy. She was a fun person to be around, and her laugh just lit up the whole room. She was everything." She also described her mom as being a hard-working small business owner. My mom was a hard-working woman. She took care of all 6 of us. She was a nurse. She had 2 businesses in Killeen and was getting ready to set up a 3rd location in Dallas. She said she was devastated when she heard the news of her mother's passing and plans to bring justice for her. Well, that's going to do it for another episode of Urban Crimes TV. But before I close, I would just like to give a special thank you to 2 members of the Urban Crime family, my friend Jason and his lovely wife Giovanna, who are from the Killeen area and brought this story to my attention. Thank you guys. And to the children, family members, and friends of Destiney Jasmine Carey Cannon, her name will never be forgotten. May she rest in peace. Again, if you're new to my channel, please take a quick second to hit that subscribe button, turn on your notification bell, and give this video a thumbs up. Remember, no one tells our stories like we tell our stories. You be blessed.